One of the best things about playing video games is that sense of agency that you have over your character. Your decisions and actions directly shape their events and narratives, and can often be the difference between life and death, win and loss. As such, is it any surprise that many players become very attached to their favourites? After all, you're spending countless hours pushing them along their adventures or learning every single combo to help them come out on top. And so, of course, there are going to be many of us who simply love to customise our avatars and pay through the absolute nose to do so. The entries on this list are examples of players not just swapping colour palettes and calling it a day. These are examples of wallets being emptied, credit cards being maxed out, and loans going unpaid, all in the name of some digital dress-up. And you know what? These skins are so cool that even the most frugal of us have to admit, if we had the cash, we'd have probably done the same. With this in mind, I'm Jules, this is WhatCulture.com, and these are 8 ridiculously expensive video game skins that we totally want. Number 8, the Olive Branch Pan. PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, £1,000. One of the most iconic video game weapons of the last decade hasn't been some sort of world-destroying laser cannon or sword that could cut through a mountain, because bizarrely, it's been a humble frying pan. Thanks to the rampant success of the almighty PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, the simple cooking utensil has flown from the kitchen to the most sought-after item in the game, and for good reason, as its placement over the character's butt actually offers a chance at deflecting bullets, and it can, of course, be used to scramble the eggs of any player close enough to use it on. As such, players were very keen to hear that an update in 2018 added in a chance, and by that I mean a 0.0009% chance of getting the Olive Branch frying pan skin. As this was such a low drop rate chance, the demand for such an item skyrocketed, and it now commands a quite frankly insane price of well over £1,000. However, you can't deny that it doesn't look cool. I mean, the shiny metallic effect and the PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds logo might attract the attention of every sniper a county mile over, but it'll attract all sorts of envy and awe when you stroll through populated areas with this hanging from your waist. Number 7, the Skull Trooper, FORTNITE, $5,000. If there's one thing that defines your time on FORTNITE more than your chosen drop location, it is that the rule of cool is, and always will be, king. You'll find a whole cavalcade of differently dressed avatars online, and there are so many tweaks and choices to make that there is literally an option for everyone. And yet there is most definitely an elite level of FORTNITE fanatic, made entirely of those willing to drop huge amounts of V-Bucks or real-life currency on skins for their cartoonish killing machine. There have been skins that could have only been acquired through buying phones, some through codes that were given with PS4 controllers, special exclusive events, and countless blink-and-you'll-miss-it crossovers. And once they had moved off of the shop, that's it, they were gone. Forever. And while some of these are truly eye-watering when looking at the prices, we're only concerned with the ones that cost a lot of cash and genuinely look cool, and you can't get much more goth school cool than the Skull Trooper skin. Originally, this only cost you a tenner, which is possibly still a lot for some people, but now, thanks to its scarcity and the fact that everyone wants to cosplay as Jack Skellington, this skin fetches a whopping price that is just shy of $5,000. But you know what, it's actually very apt when you think about it though, because the regular costumes cost an arm and a leg, and here this skin is literally, well, asking for yours as a down payment. Number 6, SOUVENIRE AWP Dragon Lore CSGO, $61,000. If there's one thing that CSGO fans love more than shooting each other in the face with pinpoint accuracy, it's doing so with a cool skin on their gun. And quite frankly, there is an overwhelming amount of skins for weapons in this game that fetch prices that would make a dent in your student loans and then some. It would be very easy to have actually filled this entire list with head and wallet popping skins, but to be honest, a lot of them, well, they're kind of ridiculously ugly and are only so pricey because of their rarity. What we want are gun skins that not only look the business, but also basically require you to be the CEO of one to afford them. Say hello to the rarest, most valuable, and actually decent skin, the SOUVENIRE AWP Dragon Lore, which recently, as part of a package containing stickers and other memorabilia, managed to rake in over $61,000. That is not a mistake in my script, that is genuinely what somebody paid for it. If you break down the facets of this skin though, you might understand why it's so rare. The Dragon Lore is the rarest of the AWP skins to start with, and this particular one was factory new, meaning that it has 0 imperfections on it. Then couple in the fact that it was a gold skin, and then on top of that, it was a souvenir skin with an added MVP ranked player's signature on it, and it all just adds up to being one of the most exclusive items in the game. Boom, headshot indeed. Number 5. Burning Flames Captain Hat, Team Fortress 2, $15,000. Despite offering up cartoon-esque violence and a very comedic tone to its proceedings, when it comes to Team Fortress 2's hat marketplace, it's a completely serious affair. Thanks to the Sniper vs. Spy update that dropped way in 2009, 9 hats were added into the game, birthing with it a new way to trade and compete for a variety of headwear. And while things got incredibly silly with items ranging from antlers to full-grown beards to a rather horrifying collection of Plague Doctor-style gear, the prices charged for the outlandish Burning Flames Team Captain hat are by far the silliest thing going. For a cool $15,000, you'll be able to don this bad boy online and be the envy of everyone on the server. And it's not just their jealous stares that will cause you to feel hot, as this hat also comes with a flaming effect showing off to everyone that you're, well, pretty capable of burning through your savings. It's a quality looking piece as well though, giving off very strong M. Bison vibes, but for many, this was way too much cash to chuck on a simple hat. Number 4. The Blue Party Hat, RUNESCAPE, $4,000. Who doesn't love a good party? It's a chance to kick back, relax, listen to some tinny sounding tunes bursting from your mate's speakers as you try your best not to spill your drink and make an ass of yourself. Fun! But wait, why are all the guests looking at me? I mean, did I say something wrong? Did I insult the host by telling that story where he drank from a dog bowl once when he was pissed? Oh god. They're all wearing blue party hats and mine's only green! I'm such a fool! So basically, this little roleplay is exactly what it's like going online in RuneScape in anything less than the most expensive avatar hat that you can get in the game. Well, for hardcore fans at least. Now it's a very odd statement, but yes, the blue party hat is one of the most sought after items in the entire title. Not because of its stat buffs, of which there are none, nor its protection, again, none, but because it's simply so rare and because blue is, well, just that much cooler. If you want to join the party, then you best be prepared to stump up over $4,000 for the invite. Now, to be fair, there are only a handful of these in existence, and they actually signify something much more than just a novelty. You see, these hats originally only dropped from a 2001 Xmas item called the Party Cracker, which itself is actually ludicrously expensive. And as time has gone on, these hats have only become more and more rare. So if you see one, you're not just seeing something cool, but actually also a part of this game's history. Number 3. Ethereal Flames Pink War Dog, Dota 2, $38,000. If you're a fan of the Dota series of games, then you'll know the value of a good courier. These little creatures will assist you in battle by delivering or taking resources from you or your team to and from your base, and they come in all manner of shapes and sizes. As you might expect with such a large roster, some of these couriers fetch a whopping price online. This is down to numerous factors affecting their rarity, including the model, the color, and in this instance, their effect. As such, this random lottery of attributes produced only 4 pink ethereal flame war dogs. And as you'd expect when numbering less than what you could count on one hand, of course it now fetches a stonking price online. The latest recorded sale of one went for over $38,000. Think of what you could do with that kind of spare cash. However, for the buyer it was probably worth every penny, as the rest of the player base is now fuming at them with envy, and they got to enjoy the rarest courier in the game that they clearly spend a lot of time with. Number 2. Mortal Kombat 11 Gold Demon Scorpion, $500 and up. Okay, not to be that guy, but I actually own this skin and it is bloody glorious. Every online fight I have, win or lose, will often result in a message being shot over afterwards, which pretty much always has the same gist. Bruh, where did you get that skin? Well, the answer is thanks to the Mortal Kombat 11 Collector's Edition, which not only gives you an utterly brilliant Scorpion mask to display along with the game and their version of the Season Pass, but it also comes with this glorious and gaudy skin. But annoyingly, this is the only way to get your hands on it, and and factored in with the limited nature of the collector's edition boxes means that this skin has an asking price of hundreds of pounds online. Now, if I was a smart man, I would have passed it on, but I'm a sucker for ostentatious skins, and to be fair, this version of the MK fan favourite really is brilliant. From his golden mask to his simple, clean-cut outfit, right down to his ornate golden spear, the gold demon really does make an impact, and even more so when he's tearing through your spine like warm butter. At number 1, the White Hat, Rocket League, $15,000. From buzzer to buzzer, Rocket League is a purely cathartic experience. Who would have thought that bashing oversized footballs around with a motor car would have become such a smash hit both critically and commercially, right? Well, actually, when you read out that last sentence, I'm pretty sure that everyone would get a kick out of that. However, it wasn't just the overall sales of the title that have been astounding, for there is one item in the game that fetches a ludicrous asking price, and to be honest, it's a skin that the majority of the player base would kill to get. And it's really just a simple white hat. That's it. No fancy flames or special effects, no gaudy paint jobs or go faster stripes. It's just a white hat with a $15,000 price tag. What makes this otherwise subtle SUV topper is that it's incredibly rare, only being handed out to players who find and then report exploits to the game's developers. It's an act of honesty that actually betters the community, hence the colour of the hat. But it's also something that other players would commit a crime to own, which kind of negates the goodwill somewhat. And there we go, those were 8 ridiculously expensive video game skins that we totally want. And if you want to follow me and chat to me further about video games, TV, film, wrestling, anything else, do so by going over to Twitter and typing in @RetroJ with a 0 and giving your big bold bad boy some love. As always, I've been Jules, you have been awesome, never forget that, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye.